Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Cody's iPhone channel, and today I'm going to bring you how to make a USB fan out of a computer fan, or a fan that looks just like this, which is basically a computer fan. Now what you're going to need is some tape, or if you're good, soldering, and something like this, like a sleeving of some sort. Duct tape, electrical tape, or really anything to help bond these wires. Solder, if you want to, you can solder them, but I'm just gonna use duct tape. Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, first you're gonna want to cut this off of the end of the computer fan, right there, and probably about that much wire, approximately. So you have all these wires exposed. And then you're going to do the same with the USB cord, but you're not going to cut the USB end off. We're going to cut the opposite end off, like so. Okay, so you're going to cut the USB end off so the wires are exposed. See if I can get it to focus, but apparently I'm not going to be able to get it to focus. So yeah, you're going to want to get it so probably about that much. And by the way, it doesn't have to be one of these. I mean, it could be a iPod cable for an iPod you don't use anymore, or any USB, double-sided USB, as long as it has a USB end. So next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna expose the wires. So but on this one, you're gonna want to cut the yellow off, because you're not gonna use the yellow one. So you're gonna want to cut them off, and you're gonna want to expose the wires, so you can see the metal on the inside. So once you've done that, you've exposed the wires, and you've got the gray piece out, and you cut the yellow one off, you can start doing the same to the USB cable. The end that you cut the USB end, well, the opposite end off of the USB cable, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pull half this black piece off, and then there should be two gray coverings over the USB cables. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There'll be two gray covers over the cables, and you're going to want to fray those off, and I'll show you. Okay, sorry guys. Well, this USB cable did not have like the gray stuff on it, so you're going to have to find that out yourself, because there usually is. It's just a gray like covering. Just tear it off, cut it, and make sure you cut the fray stuff off completely, and then tape around it down towards the bottom just a little bit, so it doesn't spark or anything. Now the two cables you don't need, of course, are the two colors that aren't on the fan, the green and the white. So you're going to want to bend these cables like downwards, like so. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. You're going to want to, there we go, bend these the green and red, I mean not the green and red, the green and white, down as far as you can get them, like that, like so, and you're gonna snip them off. So now you should just have the black and red. Be careful on getting these as close as to the bottom as possible, because those are still wires and they could still potentially spark or something, so be careful. You're gonna want to tape around that later. Now you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna expose the inside wires on the red and the black, just as the fan. Just like that. So yeah, alright, so now what you want to do is, let's see if I can get my phone to stay, which I don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh, there we go. Alright, so once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to take the red wire with the red, and you want to twist the red with the red, completely get them interlocked and perfectly together. Just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to do the black with the black. Do not let these wires touch when you tape them, and I'll show you how to get that how to not let them touch. But you do not want to tangle them together. You want red separate, you want both reds separated and tied together, and you want both blacks tied together separate, not touching red or black. You want the blacks not touching the red, and the reds not touching the black. Okay, once they're completely tied together like that, both red and black, you're going to take a little bit of duct tape and you're going to wrap around both sets. So like this. So what you want to do is take a little bit of duct tape, like so. You want to wrap around the black and the red, like, I'll show you. Okay, that's how you want to do it. I know it's poorly wrapped, but it doesn't matter because you're going to wrap around these again. So you want to do that same thing to the red. And you want to make sure none of the wires are exposed anymore. Now you should have something like this. So you have the USB end on one end, and in the middle it should connect like this. You get the wires from the fan and the wires from the USB cable connected. And now the part where you were wrapping the wires together, that's where the solder would come in if you wanted to solder them. But I just use duct tape, it's easy. Also, now the next part you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, let's see if I can get my phone to go back down again. You're going to want to kind of fold them towards whichever direction, if you want them more towards the fan or towards the cable. I usually do it more towards the USB cable. You want to fold them down and kind of flatten it so it's perfect, and you want to tape around it. Alright, so now you'll have something like this. The little white ones that you had taped around the wires should be in the inside like that. And if you want to make these wires a little bit stronger and less likely to randomly combust and bust, I've never had a problem with that, but just in case, you could wrap them around in tape or sleeve them, cut a sleeve and tape with the sleeve, or do anything really you want. But because I'm not worried about it, the only thing I'm worried about is this part, which I will be taping over. But that's basically what it should look like when you're done. You could use electrical tape for this instead of duct tape. You should use electrical tape. It's better for it because, well, it's electrical tape, not duct tape. But yeah, so thanks for watching. So please subscribe. It takes 2 seconds to hit that button. I will show you the end product in a sec. Okay, so here it is done. You got the USB cable, you got your wires and tape all done. And this is kind of quickly made, so I mean doesn't look perfect, it's not like spray painted or anything. But yeah, so then you plug it into a USB port, like so. And it should work. And what I usually use it for, because it does suck enough air, what I use it for is my laptop right over here has the exhaust port, and already I can feel heat just blowing out of there. Like it cools down my computer and it makes it a lot not a lot faster, but it helps the cooling of my laptop. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to. Whoa, just dropped it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. It takes 2 seconds to do that. Check out Jake's iPod channel as well. Subscribe to him. At least favorite or watch some of our videos. I mean, we do okay. I mean, we try. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.